What's wrong with this one? My own.
I can actually see Sife. Amazing.
You can see it's here for the first time, Abi.
Good morning, sir.
A lot of people will see us here for the first time. Oh,
Always been behind the scene.
it's enough of that. Try something new this morning. Welcome to Facebook. Welcome to YouTube. I'm trying out some stuff. Let me know how you say it. I'm trying to start on time. Maybe virtually full crew. I'm going to place it now. Permit the roughness for now. It's fair. I hope I've scattered the whole.
No, not at all.
I can't see. Is it showing? The middle one. Is it showing?
Okay. Yes. I can't talk.
Yes. Okay. I hope it works. Yes, where are we? Some of you will be seeing this event for the first time. Let's move a little bit closer. You'll be seeing this event for the first time on YouTube. Okay. So this is you now. That's this, okay. Oh, we made it. Good morning, friends, and welcome to the Vintage Talk Show on TopRadio 90.9 FM. Wherever you are listening to us, watching us on YouTube or Facebook, all across the globe, you are welcome to this great morning, the 21st day of September 2024. We promise to be a great time. Okay, we start as we usually do. I'm your anchor. My name is Akintunde-Johnson. My friends call me Fudge. And I have with me, for the first time, I think you will be seeing her on YouTube. She's always been in the corner. You see her on Facebook and all that. But now she'll be showing in the two, I believe. Good morning. AC Fair.
Good morning to everybody. Welcome to a lovely day. Welcome to another great day of our dear show, Vintage Talk with Fudge. Flow with us, enjoy with us today.
She's back. Flow with us and enjoy today. That's a lovely word. You could hear, even her voice is clearer. I hope that will not affect the other people. The people on the other side. Also with me this morning, looking ready and serious and all that, is our analyst and co-anchor. Good morning, Alex Ogundadegbe.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Lagos. I must say it's great to be on Top Radio 90.9 this morning. And on the Vintage Talk Show, I guess we're going to have a great time as usual.
Don't mind Alex. It's not only guests. We are going to have a great show. Don't worry about that. Okay, let's start with what the package we have for you today. We'll be discussing issues. Well, talking points the lady flipped up on us, so we can get up outside of the story. But we continue pushing. It's a very delicate issue. But we get to it. A follow-up to what we had with Julius Olagoroye last week. We are hoping to have Nifemi Gold with us. Maybe she may still turn up if God touches her heart, and all that. Then we have Point Blank. We haven't had it in like 2-3 weeks. We're discussing all kinds of issues. try and break down the confusion between Dangote the refinery and NNPCL, uh, conglomerate oil, independent, so to speak, about the fuel pumping flip flop, calculation and all that. We'll be there. I will hope you will join us. Uh, let's hear your views. What you think? I remember somebody said on March 28th, no, May 28th, 2023, a day before this administration took over, price of fuel was 145 naira. Today is astronomically jumped to, some people say 1,000 plus. Well, I'm on sabbatical from fuel, so I don't even know the current price. So what about you? Share your thoughts with us. Well, as usual, for that and other reasons, we continue to speak truth to power on this show and shine light on dark spots. So we'll kick off with words from our ancestors. What do they have for us this morning? I quote, "Every beetle is a gazelle in the eyes of its mother." Every beetle, not like Volkswagen beetle as in the insect, is a gazelle in the eyes of his mother. Like we say here, monkey don't find, mama like her. The crawling, sluggish beetle is a fast galloping gazelle in the eyes of its mother. So take pride in what your children are doing. Raise good children so that they can make you proud and speak well of them. Don't use curses to address them or to come here, idiot, come here, stupid boy, go and tell about this. Don't speak wicked things into their life so that they turn out well. Let them be gazelle in your sight, even when they're little. Okay? I hope you get that. That's a very sound wisdom from our people. Okay, we will kick off now. With entertainment news, we'll have global trends and then reviews of major newspaper headlines. And first is, of course, Esife with entertainment news. Esife, are you set?
Yes, I'm set.
Okay, let's go.
Tinubu shifting economy from consumption to production. Eniola Badmus. The Special Assistant to Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, the Speaker of the House of Representatives of Nigeria, Eniola Badmus, recently praised the Nigerian economy under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. She noted that the country's imports are decreasing while exports are increasing, indicating an expanding economy. In her Instagram story, she wrote, "Our imports are reducing and our exports are increasing. That's a sign that our economy is expanding. For the year to date 2024, our imports were 24.44 trillion naira, while our exports stood at 38.59 trillion naira. This gives us an unprecedented trade surplus of over 14 trillion naira in just 8 months. It has never happened in Nigeria, never. This is a refreshing shift from consumption to production." A positive evaluation comes at a time of unprecedented hardship and inflation in the country. Last month, millions of citizens demonstrated against the worsening hardship in the country in a movement tagged End Bad Governance protest.
The tendency is for people to say, what would she say? She's in government, or she's part of government and all that. Well, facts are not the same thing as food, facts of economy, you can't change it. We have trade surplus. Sort of deficits all these years and all that. Good. But it hasn't translated to prices of food and goods coming down. That's the cocoa. It's very difficult to read statistics when you are hungry. It's a very difficult challenge. That's the problem with spokespersons and supporters of the current government. It's very hard sell. you know. But if you bring it, like for instance, okay, we'll come to this fuel thing later. For instance, if fuel comes down astronomically, like from 1,800 or whatever they are selling now to like 300, 200, oof, that will be a dramatic effect. All those prophets of doom that say nothing that goes up in Nigeria ever comes down will probably be shocked. Then you can now say, oh, we have fantastic. Then we just say, yeah, because you can see signs. There are no signs now. And the signs we see are terrifying, portending worse things coming. So, that statistics is only for economists. I begin
the economists and politicians, they have a different way of analyzing the economy from the ordinary citizen. For instance, the MBS came out with stats telling us that the GDP has grown by 3.16%, and people are saying, where are the signs? We don't see anything,
Can't see. We don't see.
So unless it trickles down, nobody is going.
Let's work on that. In fact, the timing of the statistics can be annoying. You just wake up, water, there's no fuel, there's no light, and then as the statistic says, okay, let's move on. Don't get me going.
Sheyi Vibes cut ties with label. Balogun Afolabi Oluwalosheyi, also known as Sheyi Vibes, has officially unfollowed his record label, Dapper Music, on Instagram, signaling a shift in his career. The singer departed the record label after facing every criticism on social media from Nigerians in Toronto, Canada, for abruptly cancelling a show. On Monday, 16th of September, the artist updated his bio to Independent Artist and removed all previous posts. Fans are now looking forward to his next move.
Different strokes, different people. Okay. So the mere act of unfollowing them presupposes that he has abandoned ship.
Yes.
Okay. I wish him safe journey, and he should land well in a good destination. This decision, I think it should not be taken rashly. Be careful how you jump and from where you jump and all that. Because
it hasn't been taken rashly already.
I hope not. I hope it was well, because I can connect the dots from the little information we have now. The cancel concert, promoters angry,
and then follow your record label.
I mean, cancel all tweets and all that. But artists will be artists. They'll survive. Okay, good luck, Vibes, and then Depa. You'll meet each other on the way sooner or later.
Lagos seals Cubana Chief Priest restaurant. The Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency (LASEPA) has closed a 24-hour fast food restaurant owned by Instagram celebrity Pascal Okechukwu, also known as Cubana Chief Priest. The State Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, announced the closure of Cubana Chief Priest Donald's Fast Food, located along Adebayo Duarte Street in Lekki Phase 1, on his X page on Sunday, 15th September. Wahab stated that LASEPA shut down the restaurant due to excessive noise pollution. He further mentioned that the agency took the action after the restaurant ignored repeated warnings. Before the restaurant opened on 14th August, Cubana posted on Instagram that the restaurant would serve Lagos residents better. The closure of Cubana Chief Priest restaurant was similar to that of a popular nightclub, Silk Club, located at 190 Awolowo Road in Ikoyi, which was sealed over noise pollution in 2023. Wahab said the nightclub was sealed off by officials of the LASEPA following a nighttime enforcement operation in the area.
I understand the reference to Silk Club shut down in 2023, for noise pollution. It's a club. Cubana's place is a restaurant. Why are they making noise? Do you need noise to eat? Is it a restaurant or a nightclub or a discotheque or what? Or day club? What are they making noise for? Actually, it's not even nice to be making noise and eating. I don't know. We always tell our children when they're eating, don't talk. You know, and I don't know. And
there's more to it. Maybe it's not just about noise. Maybe there could be other factors.
Okay, which you have not told us. Tokumbo Wahab is always, is very, very serious about this. They say they have a mantra, zero tolerance for all these environmental shenanigans and all that. But after warnings, you only operated for 1 month and they have shut you down. You're already in the eye of the storm.
I think they have done something wrong with the noise factor. Because I remember that a popular church on Victoria Island, was also shut down for the same reasons,
And they make those ones that are supposed to make noise. You can just control your noise within your premises. But what is a restaurant doing with noise? You don't get it, right? Music is for pleasure, but it's not such a way that it will now pollute the atmosphere. It has to be banging, thumping sound. How do you eat in that kind of environment? Anyway, I should ask you, you're millennial. How do you people eat with all the boom, boom, boom? Won't it turn your belly? Okay. As if he has refused to talk. Okay, next story.
Tonto Dike opens up on crashed marriage. Tonto Dike, the 2023 ADC deputy governorship candidate, an actress, has revealed that walking out of her marriage was the best decision she ever made. She shared this information in a recent Instagram post where she disclosed her response to a private direct message. Tonto explains that despite her efforts to make her marriage work, she realized that it was time to prioritize her own well-being and walk away. She encouraged single mothers to prioritize their children's well-being while seeking guidance and strength from God. Due to rumors of extramarital affairs and physical abuse, Tonto and Churchill ended their marriage in 2015, just 2 years after it began. Tonto's decision to leave her marriage was met with criticism from some quarters.
Well, my mantra is usually, he who feels it knows how the shoe is pinching.
I actually
not experienced it.
That story. In the heat of it, I must say she did some things that were not so good. On her YouTube page, there were long discussions about the man and the things he was doing. And I was thinking, well, you separated from him, but he's still the father of your son. And there should be a limit to what you should be saying in public.
What you say in public,
with him, So I was a bit disappointed about that.
Yeah, well, guidedly, she didn't add that as part of her advice to others. She didn't tell them that you can expose all the things you do in the bedroom to the world and all that. I think she also learned along the way some of the things. Spur of the moment, people handle anxiety and distress in different ways, or stress in different ways. I'm sure she won't do some things if she had another chance, or we always pray for healing and closure for everyone involved in such. It's not easy to decide that you want to be united as a marital vow, and then you have to come to a situation where you have to go your separate ways, especially when you have offspring from it. It's a very terrible situation. I don't pray it for anybody, but it is what it is.
Ike Ogbonna blasts fake miracle workers, others can to act. Actor Ike Ogbonna has expressed his deep concern about the increasing number of Nigerian pastors performing fake miracles to deceive and exploit people. In an Instagram post, Ogbonna described the practice as a heartbreaking betrayal of Christianity's true essence. The actor lamented that such fraudulent actions by clergymen not only damage the church's reputation, but also manipulate vulnerable believers, turning faith into a means of personal profit. He
Hmm.
emphasized that the consequences of these deceptions include broken trust, shattered lives, and manipulated faith. Ogbonna called on pastors engaging in such acts to reflect on their actions, warning them that using God's name for falsehood is a direct betrayal of the gospel.
Hmm.
He urged Christians to remember that their faith is sacred and that true miracles cannot come from deception. The actor appealed to the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) to take a stronger stance, calling for stricter regulations and accountability measures for those posing as pastors. Let's stand together to protect the integrity of our faith, Ogbonna concluded.
Well, I don't think there's anything more to add to what the young man said. Uh, the recent posts we have been seeing viral messages, memes, jokes, and all that making fun of one institution, organization, or the other. They are quite embarrassing and disheartening. We just pray that sanity will prevail, right? Some of these things are fueling some of the dangers in our country now. Rituals, kidnapping, Yahoo business, all these things. They are expressions of uh, miracle searching. Kind of you're looking for money anyway. People are looking for reprieve and release anyway, and all that. Well, God cannot be mocked. Sooner or later, the storm will settle and the chaff will be separated from the wheat. Okay, let's move on.
Comedian tours 7 UK cities to mark 3 decades of jokes. In celebration of his 30th anniversary as a stand-up comedian in the Nigerian entertainment industry, Francis Agoda, popularly known as Agodai, has organized a series of events for his fans worldwide, starting with a tour of major cities in the UK. The comedian, who hails from Delta State, has been entertaining fans in sold-out concerts since he first rose to fame in 1994. Since his debut 3 decades ago, Agodai has maintained a prominent position in an industry teeming with thousands of comedians. In addition to his comedy career, he also serves as a Sustainable Global Goals Ambassador and a distinguished global diplomat for peace advocacy. Plans are underway for UK tour, during which he will perform and connect with diverse fans. According to his manager, Sharon Vivid, the tour titled Agodai Standing, Best Across Generations, commenced in Reading on 7th September and will continue in other cities, such as Birmingham on September 20th and Newcastle the following week.
Hmm. I remember,
Congrats.
I remember I go die in 94, 95 when he started. It was mostly at a class nightclub with John Chuku, Eddie J, Moriagbe. The little boy was, struggling to, it was so tiny and so fervent and so passionate, and he never relented. 30 years after, he's like a global figure in comedy world. It's a nice thing. Congratulations to the young man. He never relented. Well, good luck to him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, true.
yes.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I think I was quite. I was
That
carried
means
away with her
we were
delivery.
enjoying it. It means we were enjoying it.
Yeah, enjoying her and her news. Okay, that is it for entertainment news. Uh, we ended with Ago died. Now he's become a game changer, somewhat supposedly, and that's what Flavor is saying here. DK meaning game changer. Listen to. Okay, I forgot to be. So let's get ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes. I don't know his age. What
I know you. It's very tiny, but it's been for 30 years. It was around 15 or very small. You learn from me, wait. I have to look for box to lift this thing off. It's cutting us in half. I hope it won't fall down. Is this showing? Is this back up? Light. Yeah, I didn't remove the sound. Ah. We know they carry last. That's flavor for you. Flavor, I beg your pardon. Flavor for you. EK. Game changer. And we're back. Alex, you're going to change the game for us, right? Are you ready?
Yes, I am. We're going straight into global trends this morning. And we're beginning with a story from the Middle East. The title is Hezbollah hit hours after leader's speech. Israel's military said it struck hundreds of Hezbollah targets in Lebanon overnight. The strikes reportedly lasted more than 2 hours and were some of the most intense since cross-border fighting between Israel and Hezbollah ramped up in the aftermath of Hamas' attack on southern Israel on 7 October. The strikes came hours after Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah gave a televised speech in which he vowed to punish Israel for targeting the group's pagers and walkie-talkies for what he said represented a declaration of war. Israel has not commented on the attacks. Minutes into Nasrallah's speech, Israeli jets flew low over downtown Beirut. Loud booms could be heard as the jets broke the sound barrier. It was Nasrallah's first speech since this week's exploding devices attacks that injured thousands and killed at least 37. This war doesn't look like it's abating anytime soon.
In fact, it looks as if it's going to just explode into a wider dimension.
Yeah, you know, the
Oh,
theater now moved from Gaza into Lebanon.
hmm.
It looks worse.
Oh, I fear for peace in that. I fear for peace in that Middle East.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well,
Now, the next
we
story is
continue to
closely,
pray. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
yeah, it's closely linked to that. The title is Supply Chain Mystery. A Japanese
Hmm.
handheld radio manufacturer has distanced itself from walkie-talkies bearings its logo that exploded in Lebanon, saying it discontinued production of the devices a decade ago.
Hmm.
So it means the walkie-talkies that were exploding in Lebanon were actually devices that were produced allegedly, we must be careful, by the Israelis, by the
Ah,
look of the
I,
story.
where did you read that one? they have not admitted anything, no. And the
Yeah, that's
Japanese said
why.
they discontinued that thing. So who reproduced it?
That's
Oh
the
man.
question.
Yeah. Most people will not trust Mossad, even if they say they don't know anything about it. You could see they were very smug and very silent about it. They just talking about other issues. You know, and it kept exploding all over the place. It's so sad. It's so sad. A lot of people were affected though. You see another story below that. I'm sure you come out to another story.
Mm. Uh, a lot of the stories are linked, like the next one, robodocs,
Hmm.
treating injured treating the injured, rather, surgeon Elias Jarada has described how the sheer volumes of severe wounds from 2 days of exploding device attacks forced him to act robotic just to be able to keep working.
No.
So a surgeon
Well,
is
thousands were affected.
yeah.
Thousands were affected. And 14 died. Ah, that kind of war is going cyber. You know, you don't hold your pager. I mean, they reverted to pager because they are afraid of compromised their telephones. Now the pagers are now deadly. You know.
So terrible.
Okay.
All right, next we're going to the
Let's.
UK. The
Okay.
story is about Fayed, the late owner of Harrods. It says
Oh,
Fayed's
Al Fayed.
undying sons. Another former Harrods employee has accused the late billionaire of sexually assaulting her. Lawyers representing the woman, who has come forward with allegations against Al Fayed, spoke at a news conference yesterday. And it goes on, it says, a
Mm.
lawyer for the accusers has said that the former owner of Harrods was a monster enabled by a system that pervaded the London store. Harrods has said it is utterly appalled by the allegations and has condemned his actions in the strongest terms.
Mm.
So the
Mm.
evil that men do lives after them.
It does. It's so sad. Unfortunately, he's not around to defend himself.
Yeah,
But the quantum of evidence and allegations are very disturbing.
yeah,
Disturbing.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, next we're going to the Ukraine. The title of the story is War in Ukraine. More than 70,000 people fighting in Russia's military have now died in the conflict, according to data analyzed by the BBC, with the largest portion of fatalities recorded among volunteers.
Hmm.
70,000. Russia has lost
Yeah.
70,000.
Yeah. You can imagine what Ukraine has lost.
Yeah.
It's a very senseless war.
It just
Very senseless.
tells you the effects of war, what war can do to a nation.
You know, I mean, people are volunteering to go and fight somebody else's war. I don't understand this world, though. I read the story of some Indians. They said they were duped into fighting for Russia, and they missed their colleagues that have been killed and all that, and they are now returning home. How did they dupe you to go and fight? Uh, how did they do? It's not that you are losing money, or not romance scheme, not Yahoo internet fraud. They dupe you into fighting war, and then you are the war front you're fighting. I don't I don't understand. I don't understand this world again. Okay, let's move on, please.
All right. Now, the next story talks about COVID-19. It says, at last, COVID origins. A team of scientists say it is
Mhm.
beyond reasonable doubt the pandemic started with infected animals sold at a market rather than a laboratory leak.
Hmm.
So, what do we believe?
Now we know. Now,
Uh,
now we know. You have to believe scientists. I just
because
want to
they were
believe the
the same
Chinese.
people who said people were experimenting with something in a laboratory and it leaked.
That was preliminary investigation. Now they have done forensic. They have done all sorts. A year and a half or two after, ah, I don't know. But people will still have the conspiracy theories about it and all that. I think some people believe that COVID was not really a thing. It was a scam.
Yeah,
Especially those who are not affected by it.
some people don't
Especially those
believe
who are
that.
not affected by it. Some people don't believe that
Some
it's a
people
scam.
believe that it never existed.
Yeah, you know, but it's all right. Whether it's a laboratory or animal, we just don't want it again. Don't bring it again.
That's the common denominator.
Okay.
All right. Next,
Okay.
we're going to
Okay.
Pakistan, and the title of the story is Hate Kill. We're asking a question. Police in southern Pakistan have shot dead a doctor accused of blasphemy, drawing condemnation from human rights groups. Um,
Hmm.
the nation of Pakistan is known for radical
Test
Islam.
Islamic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so maybe that was what happened there. Dear God.
Matters of faith is very delicate. But ah, uh, for police to kill extrajudicially for blasphemy, it's
Yeah.
a little bit hard to swallow. I wouldn't want to live in that kind of environment. Yes, you need to be careful. This is an intensely religious space, so you have to be careful what you say and all that. But we are humans. We make mistakes, we make errors sometimes.
Yeah.
So if the punishment for mistake is death, it's a little bit. Uh, yeah, kafir was so. Okay, let's move
All
on.
right.
Is that all?
No, we have two left. The next
Okay.
story is about a cyber platform. It says ghost arrests. More than 50
Hmm.
people have been arrested across the world as part of a major international investigation which dismantled the encrypted communication platform Ghost. We don't have the details, but I suppose
Yeah.
crimes are being committed online. That's why those people were arrested.
From the name, you know that it's not well intentioned. Ghosts,
Who titled the
ghost,
platform Ghost? What kind of
ghost.
title of name is that?
Ghost,
Uh,
ghost writing, ghost attack. In Africa area, we are not likely to have Anyway, all this Jersey can do anything. They don't care. Our mythology will be against that. Anything to do with ghosts, yeah, Africans will run from it. Anyway,
Yeah.
you have one more for us.
Yes, so the last story is titled Trouble Top. It says a Hong Kong man has been sentenced to 14 months in jail after pleading guilty to sedition for wearing a t shirt with a protest slogan on it.
It's like you wear a shirt. Uh, I don't know. Nigeria is a little bit different, but it's like you're abusing Tinubu. You now write it in front. Tinubu, this and that. You are not likely to get to your destination if you pass that rock with that kind of shirt or the
Well, it
DSS
depends on
office.
where you work, really, in Nigeria.
That's what I'm saying. If you pass certain areas, you're not likely
Yeah,
to go. Or if you go through maybe a zone that is crazy about Tinubu, you have to Tinubu something. Or you do Peter or be something negative, and you go around where you have population of obedience, you're in trouble. You know,
exactly.
it's but to bag 14 months in prison for protesting with your shirt is a it's a
Sedition. I thought sedition
it's a crazy world.
was phased out in the law books. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
Bosun is not
that's Nigeria now.
to tell us.
But this is not here, but I know in Nigeria, but it's all those things don't matter when they want to deal with you. They will forget about it. They will wait for court to say it. So you will have gone through the punishment of prosecution before the judge will pronounce that no, this is no longer our law. Oh my, thank you, Alex, for sharing with us global trends this morning. Oh, we'll take a short break and come back. Let's listen to this lovely piece, I hope, from Zinoliski, featuring Mayokun and Bisiswa. It's called Kilo Feshele. Let me see if I can rouse Boston. So you join us in the newspaper review.
Let me show
Right about now, the elections should be taking place in Edo State, if I'm right.
Come again?
The elections in Edo State.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all
And I
over the
think
place.
that,
That's the main story today.
okay.
I'm trying to bring in Boston's around. But so how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good. I woke you up, Abby. I woke you up.
Except at 6:30.
Hey, yeah, this
I
morning.
was up. I just said I could sleep a bit.
Hey, okay. It happens. Yeah, you have a lot of headroom. Can you bring your camera down a bit?
Yeah, just a minute, sir.
Okay. Yeah, good.
Are we due to go on anytime soon? I wanted to ask Bosun a question.
We're back. That was Zinoleski. The title is Kilofesh Shele. And what I'm hearing their refrain is Kiloveshi. Well, that was Zinoleski featuring Mayokun and Bosiswa. Okay, let's move on to our takes on major Nigerian newspapers, the cover stories. And we're happy to have with us now His Lordship joining us this morning, our legal expert and social development advocate, Olutubosun Oshifowora. Good morning this morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
morning, Uncle Fad. Good morning, Mr. Alex. It's very good morning.
Boss Money, you're welcome.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Bosun.
Good morning, ma. How are you, ma?
I am fine, sir.
He's very reluctant to answer you. When you are mine her. Okay. So that's newspapers, basically in all of them, virtually all of them in Edo. There's a gubernatorial election going on in Edo this day. So it's all over the place. The only difference is the sports page, the sports paper that will not, and I will come to that. Let's speak. Okay, a couple of newspapers refused to join the Edo train, and let's take a panoramic view of all the Edo headlines from Weekend Trust. Weekend Trust, like I said earlier, it's I mean they're trying now. They are getting more. They're getting more stories on their cover. Usually they just use one story as if it's a poster or flyer and all that, not meant for sale, you know. But now they're adding 2, 3, 4 more stories. In fact, today they added 5 more stories apart from the lead story. The leading story on Weekend Trust says D-Day for Edo. Threats of violence, intra-party crisis may shape outcome, and on and on. The Guardian leads with Edo decides anxiety in Igodalo, Okpeholo, Akpata's camps as voters cast ballots. And Leadership Weekend says Edo Guba, 18 political parties set for showdown today. Tribune leads with IGP, that is Inspector General of Police, locks down Edo as governorship poll holds today. Tinubu Jonathan call for peace. And Telegraph says Tinubu tells parties supporters respect processes, people's will in Edo polls as 2.2 million voters determine Ihodalo, Okpeholo, Akpata, others' fate today. The Punch leads with Edo poll, Ihodalo, Okpeholo, Akpata battle for 2.2 million votes today. IG orders movement restriction. PDP raises the alarm over hijack. The Nation leads with tension, fear, spin, counter accusations. Herald, Edo poll. Tinubu sues for peace, civility. Policing show of force, military deployed for security, and on and on and on. And let me see one more. These days says 2.2 million voters decide Ihodalo, Okpebolo, Akpata, others' fate today, and plenty of kickers and all that. They even have some registered voters list, Edo South, Edo North, and the three senatorials. I mean, it's a full, more than half page of these days cover is on Edo poll. Then Vanguard says Edo Guba, who succeeds Obaseki, and they mentioned the three main characters. Sunday Times says intrigues as Dennis Osadebe House awaits new landlord. That's the governor's house. Saturday Sun ends it with Goba poll, showdown in Edo, and the three faces as usual, Godalo, Okpebolo, Akpata, and all that. Gentlemen, you must be reeling with boredom with all this, repetition of stories of the same one. Edo this, Edo that, Igoralo, Okpebolo, Akpata, and all that. How does it look to you? Anyway, you are a few hundred kilometers away from the scene. But what's your thinking? What's your take on this election?
Well, if you ask me, I don't expect anything different from the run of the mill. I suspect the usual thing would be for Governor Obaseki to try and put his protege into office. And of course, the opposition is going to try and resist it. That's going to be the play. That's what is going to occur in Edo this morning. By tomorrow, of course, we'll likely know the results. But my expectation is that Obaseki's man will win. I don't expect anything more than that.
The power of incumbency.
Yeah.
Okay. Bosun, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Bosun is fighting with technology demons there.
No, I'm here. Sir.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
What's your take on this Edo poll?
It's a big battle, and it's a quest for supremacy.
Bosun,
and we know.
Oh, he's having some network issues. Edo people out there, especially if you're in the city or in the state, you can call us. Let us hear your views. What's going on around you? Not who I'm voting for, just what's going on. What's the temperature like? Is everything okay? Let's hear from you. Remember, you can call us on 0913-697-3485. The number to call is 0917-6485. I hope I have not confused you there. Then you can also get me on my direct line. You can, in case the lines are somehow, the number is 0913-390-5632. 0913-390-5632. Bosun, are you back? He's not. Let's move on. In one of the stories just above the Edo issue, the president was quoted to say, I think it's in this day, he says, "I'm not in office for personal gains." Says his government focused on food, energy security, long-term economic stability. He berates past administrations for neglecting all producing communities and education sector. He meets with former presiding officers of National Assembly. Alex, I hope you heard me.
I did. I was following.
Alex, did you hear that? The president says you can accuse him of many things, but not coming to amass wealth using the office to gain personal. Yeah, I think we're having issues with network. I can't get to my guys.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay.
Hello?
While they try to rejoin, let's move on. Have you even voted before?
Yes, I voted. I voted this for this current administration, but I didn't choose Tinubu.
You don't have to tell us who you voted for. Don't worry. You know.
So, I voted for the first time. Yes.
Okay, how was it like?
It was peaceful. It was the environment was.
Okay. After the vote counting, were you disappointed with what you heard?
Yes.
At least your area where you voted. I don't know what happened. It just went off here.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Wow. I've been trying to come back, and when I came back first, it was blank.
I just looked up and I saw try again. Connection and the date the what you call the data strength is okay. I hope Boston will rejoin.
Maybe it was downtime.
Yes, we are back, and fortunately, Alex is also back with us. I hope Boston will be able to join shortly. I was discussing with Ife about her experience at the polls. She participated in last year's election. That's the first time, right?
Yes.
Okay. And she was telling me her emotions and all that, distress at losing at the polls for her candidature, and her candidate and all that. And talking about this election in Nigeria being like a do or die, and then lo and behold, I checked Vanguard and there's a headline similar to that. It says, lo and behold, I said lo and behold, it said do or die, all eyes on INEC police, 17 factors that may jeopardize today's elections, Edo, the past, present, and potential intrigues. Now, how INEC can resolve its battered image, that's on the Vanguard. What do we do or die? This everything in the election is like war,
Yeah, I was asking someone yesterday, why do they have to shut down the state? Because they're having an election, There are police all over the place, and the place is locked
It's
down.
everywhere. Even when we have national election, they will have nationwide lockdown. You watch other people, they'll be going around their businesses. They even do election on weekdays. You just drop by, vote, go. But we don't trust ourselves. We have to all gather in the compound so that nobody's left in the room to steal anything. We must all gather in the compound and we lock gates and then we vote. Or else you hear that something has happened. No trust in this country. Nobody believes anybody. Oh, I'm in this country already. I love my country, I'm not gonna lie. But we'll get it sooner or later. Oh, there is this headline in the same Vanguard. It's so sad. It's a teenager. It says, I deserve death, but I beg for a second chance. Teenager admits after killing churchmate. How did we get a situation where a teenager, that means between 13 and 19, kills a mate and they added church mate? So it's not just mates, like you're just colleague or meeting on the road or stranger. You attend the same church. And then you're able to kill and admit that you deserve to be killed. But they should give you a second chance. The victim had no chance, no second chance.
It's probably for ritual purposes, I guess.
Most likely, teenagers looking for money.
Yeah.
God. Let me see, go through the tedium and see what else. Okay, let me see this other piece. You were not here when I was reading the another newspaper's version of, this version of what Tinubu said in a recent encounter. I came to work, not to look for money, Tinubu tells ex-National Assembly presiding officers. No, it would be madness if he was looking for money with all, with all the claims that he has. Nobody thinks, I don't think anybody thinks he's looking for money. Yes, maybe power, and presence.
The question you probably intend to ask is, why is he speaking to ex-national officers? Why not the current ones? Why isn't he trying to set an agenda for things? I don't know if you understand me.
I do, but you can understand that they came visiting now, so he chooses that moment to say this. If the present one will not come, so that they not be seen as being a rubber stamp legislature, these ex ones at least they have their what do you call it? Fame in the sunshine. Nobody talks about them anymore, so they have their sunshine now and luxuriate in it. I guess the man can use any. I mean, we are even thankful that he's around to make all the statements. They're not adding this picture or video here, sneaking out of these, or accusing him of going to 3 or 4 different countries at a hop and all that. Well, imagine, where did you hear about Ayim, Wabara, and all these other fellows? You don't hear of them anymore. So, my brother, I don't blame them. I don't blame them for visiting Nassau Rock. This piece, I don't know if this one will cause problem later for activists. It says federal government backdates new minimum wage implementation to July 29. Government unions agree on consequential salary adjustment. I think it's okay. I don't know the agreement July 29. Well, I thought they were arguing about May or something before or something.
Let's just hope they can implement it. I mean, the fear is not how they pegged it, it's whether it can be done or not.
It can, sustainably,
How many organizations can actually afford that minimum wage? That's the question.
But really, how much is 70,000 in this country now?
It's not much.
How much is that? If you enter the market with 70K to buy foodstuff for a month, you can't buy enough to last a week. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I was telling a colleague this week that if you have a family, maybe an average family of you and your wife or husband, and you have like 3 or 4 children, if you want to eat well, you must be spending at least 100,000 a week. That's the minimum.
Yeah.
Cost of things.
At the minimum. At the minimum. I was telling last week we were saying it. Even these people that will come from the farms directly to form a weekly local mini market at one roadside, the cost of the foodstuff or the produce is also high.
Yeah.
It's also high. Those are the things we used to wait for once in a week and say you want to buy them cheap and plenty and all that. That when you give them, when you say 5,000 and they want to bring you like 500 or 300, and you say leave it, and they're so happy. No, they don't even. Even if you leave for something, how much? What is 200 naira? It's not affecting anything. You can't even buy. You can't buy some drink for 200 naira. You can't buy water for 200 naira. No.
The thing that Badmus was saying earlier,
Yeah.
I was. It doesn't really reflect. I was analyzing the economy, and I was asking someone on Facebook, how much is a bag of rice now? How much is a bag of gari? And he told me I was being pedestrian in my analysis. And I said, look,
Hmm.
that's the way the common man can understand this thing, the man on the streets. You're telling him about statistics somewhere that he can't recognize or understand. Unless it reflects in our daily life, then we can't feel any change. We can't believe anything has been done. That's the basic.
Okay. As a reference to one of the stories we carried earlier, when one actor was talking about fake miracles and all that, that's a story in the Punch. In the cover of the Punch, it says, "I am chosen. Can fumes over exam malpractice testimony." And it says, "Those mocking our testimonies are ignorant," says the church. There's a picture of I suppose, the current president, someone, an Anglican or Methodist cleric, and then the leader of the chosen ministry, Lazarus Moka. You know, I think those testimonies have always been around. I think they just enter into currency now, and they appear fabulous. And I don't want to repeat some of them, so it will not look as if I'm perjuring or making fun of this and all that. But it could be less. It could be less fabulous, as you say. It could be, lion carrying people in broad day. Is it a dream or?
It's a bit different, when people share testimonies, either from the past or present. I tend to be quiet because one of the main questions I ask is, I wasn't there, I didn't see it happen. So why should I be arguing over whether it happened or not?
And the problem is, it's in the open, it's in the public domain. I don't usually comment about faith things and all that, but it's usually the domain. And if you're a Christian, you feel a little bit uncomfortable. You are not demarcating between a dream, a vision, and a reality, and you are speaking as if an animal will come pass through Ojuelegba, and you are the only one seeing it. It has to be visionary. It can't be realistic. You can't say you are in the exam numbers. Anyway, like you said, anything can happen. You are not there. You are not undergoing it. I mean, I've received miracle, but it's a private miracle, and I thank God for that. But you can't stop others from making their miracle public or testimony public. But let us do it with moderation and with common sense. Let's be guarded, because this world is full of irreverent, uncaring, and very rude people. We don't care about you. We don't care about what you profess and all that. And
the Pope, for instance, is just emerging from a backlash. He said something about a one world religion, that we are moving towards that, and the Vatican officials started trying to walk it back immediately because they know what crisis can follow after that.
Well, I don't even want to go into that one. Okay, let me see. I think we're going to be wrapping up with this. We have a long way, and the Edo mania is clogging the airwaves. Only Independent has a completely different headline story. It leads with the Maiduguri flood. Experts, humanitarian bodies assess causes and cost of disaster. Indicts government over failure and fund mismanagement. I'm still searching for my wife and 5 children, a survivor says. Cracks on Aloha Dam walls, enough signal before disaster, says some technocrats. It's a terrible thing.
It is.
Yeah, a terrible thing that happened in Maiduguri.
I learned the president visited during the week.
Yes. He did, and started some fund, donated 3 billion, and Dangote 1.5 billion, and a long list of millionaires and billionaires donating millions. At the last count, people were counting 16 billion and all that. But do we need to wait for it to happen to respond? You know, yeah. uh, a lot of people were sniggering about whether the money will get to the actual victims or it will become another another project. You know, well, we can see. I mean, Boston will not show up. We can't wait for him. Thank you so much, Alex, for coming through on the newspaper reviews. Let's take a short break and we'll come to point blank this morning. We hope we'll get some calls and then we're able to talk to and make some calls too when we discuss issues afflicting the nation right now. So we're discussing our perspective on this
The fuel
on this
situation.
the fuel situation. So after the intro, I will call Yakubu to lead us with his perspective.
Yeah. I actually put up a post about it during the week. I was wondering
Okay.
why the Maltese fuel, the fuel we were importing from Malta, was almost the same price with the fuel that they're refining in Nigeria. You wonder how they arrived at those figures.
Hmm. Yeah. I see some very, very indicting statements about the interplay between NNPC and Dangote refinery. It's not looking nice at all.
There are
It's,
speculations
it's
that they're trying to. There are speculations that they're trying to make him, you know, be in cahoots with them about the
yeah,
prices. That he has to
yeah,
agree to the pricing,
yeah.
which to me is strange. I don't know.
Denying the generality of people of what we have been praying for. A lot of us joined the Dangote in prayer so that everything will work well when they are all sniggering and prophesying that it will not happen. You
Yeah.
know, when we are waiting for the benefit, the time comes now. We start hearing different stories. This country and our people.
So much intrigue. So much intrigue going on there.
Hmm.
Initially, they said the fuel is not good. Uh, Too much sugar in his PMS. I didn't understand that.
Yeah,
So it's
everything. The guy destroyed all their so-called evidence. So this is the latest one. They just look. How do you look for ways to just frustrate your people? Just make life difficult for them.
something they should be proud of, that they should be promoting.
You know,
Initially,
and it's
you
not only
initially
government. It's not only government. It happens with ordinary people. They want to build road on your way. You will say they should come out. I mean, somebody is doing personal justice. Good morning, Yakubu. Good morning. This is Faj calling. How are you? I'm fine. Will you please stay online in another 60 seconds. We'll come online live.
No problem.
Thank you. You know, how do you just look for? We are just lamenting here about all these people looking for ways to frustrate Nigerians. You know, and Nigerians themselves we frustrate ourselves. People want to build road for you in your community. You say the first
We're
pay.
talking about roads.
First pay Owole.
Yeah. Look at
They
where I
they
live
want to make road.
Winners wanted to construct a road. If you see the trouble they put them through before they could do it.
We're just a case. Okay, we're getting back.
I think it's from the system.
Yeah. That was the voice and lyrics of the late Sound Sultan. Hello, Bali. That was on reality. This is the Point Blank. And Alex Ogundadegbe is still with me. Is he first still at the corner? And joining us this morning is a veteran of the energy and oil reporting. He was over 30 years ago. He's been covering energy, oil and gas, Punch, The Guardian. He left The Guardian as the energy editor. And he has worked as special assistant to two ministers, federal ministers. Today, he's the chairman of the Society of Energy Editors. We're happy to welcome this morning. Is he Alaji now or Chief? Yakubu Lawal, good morning. Thank you for joining. How has your week been? Yeah. Hello, Yakubu. Can you hear me? Okay, there's a slight beep. So I was, we are trying to get your impression. We are confused. There's something fella said called confusion break bone, CBB. Now we are in that mode. We are confused. We are hopeful that when the Dangote refinery comes through, we'll be buying fuel fairly cheaply, maybe like in 400, 500 or less. You know, we are praying, just like it happened to diesel. Every week it was bringing down the price. Now, like Abiku, the PMS issue came now, and it's a different story. We are hearing no, only NNPC will offload. Marketers will no longer be collecting as they were doing with diesel, I suppose. And then the prices is now. I understand that the price is now heavier than the imported fuel. So what we have as home brewed fuel is supposedly at par or even more expensive than imported fuel. How is this? Okay? My simple questions: are you confused about what's going on as us, or you have a different perspective?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think this issue came out from a few days ago.
Overtake. That's a good one.
My comment on the platform because it shows that there's a lot of confusion in the system. That lot of concern in the sense that we say we want to regulate, and now we're hearing that somebody has to fix the price, another person has to fix the price. So it's a bit of weakness, it's out of economic. It's not going to be damaged to deal by economic principles if somebody's going to. You recall that when that was announced that his PMS will hit the market in the next 48 hours, he said that the Federal Executive Council will determine the price. I was a bit vexed when I heard that statement. What is the business of economic council
with a private business? You know,
it's going to be a level playing ground for everybody. And to follow it up, the said is going to be the major off-taker of that product and distributor. And of course, this one further heightened my apprehension over where we are going. Seeing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, the price here, the price there. And of course, recently, I think about 2 or 3 days ago, I was reading from one comment from OPEC official blaming the hike in the fuel price to government taxation. Well, I thought that by the time the comes on board, so many tax will be eliminated automatically. Apart from the import duties and everything. So we're going to be talking about, okay, what is the cost of refining product? Then what is going to be your profit margin? Then we go to Roman. That was where I was heading.
yeah.
But unfortunately, with the kind of confusion, blame game that's going on, I don't really understand because at the point, we have so many independent petroleum marketers that have people.
Yeah.
Why are you excluding them from taking
Yeah.
directly
From Dangote.
from Dangote?
Yeah.
We know that even someone like for instance, Nico has a lot of outlets across the country. Why are you denying them the opportunity of taking product directly from NMPs? And petroleum, the sector is not a sector that is operated in secrecy. The figures are there. Even what we ought to have known what NMPC is supplying to Dangote. At what price? They said they will buy in Naira. Equivalent of $1 or what? Nobody's.
At what rate? You know?
The communication is not very clear. I expect that the constitution should be so clear that Nigeria will understand and be able to dissuade the aspiration of Nigeria that when we have Dangote, we're going to buy products at a level Naira or whatever. All the actions, comments so far has not pointed to that direction. It's giving Dangote 1,000 barrels that were supposed to be used domestically by their own refinery. Nobody's talking about it, but nobody's talking about it. We're told that most of our crude have been sold upfront and the money collected, so we're only meeting the obligation of the money we have collected. And we do know that if Nigeria is producing, I think 1.3 million barrels per day today, the entire 1.3 million barrels is now coming to federal government.
Yeah.
The production sharing contract operators, they will take their own share. So at the end of the day, what comes to NNPC may be less than 1 million barrels. So out of these 1 million barrels, we have made commitment to some buyers outside the country. So by the time you know that what is left, I think there are figures that are supposed to be made available to Nigerians or to make available on the websites of other NNPC or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Ministry of Petroleum, so that Nigeria can see clearly that there's transparency.
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia, for instance, is the highest producer of crude oil in the world, over 8 million barrels per day. is completely out. So I'm as confused as ever. When I picked up my pen to write something about it more than 3 times, I don't even know where to start because I don't know where we're headed. So if taxes are, I also believe that because of the current situation Nigeria is now, that's a hardship and whatever taxes that drive up the price, government should be able to waive all those taxes so that the price can come down. Because you can't, the income is not increased either from private sector or from government sector. We don't operate an incremental income policy. If you are earning maybe 100,000 last year, I'm sure you're still earning 100,000 this year, and now you're buying petrol. Yesterday, I was coming to my village. I bought fuel in Abuja at 995 per liter in one of the private.
Wow.
By the time I went to yesterday, I bought somewhere 1,200.
Wow.
So how do you explain that? So you cannot even plan yourself, cannot plan your life because of government's inability to direct things well. Government has no business in this whole scenario. It's a private sector.
Yes.
Not coming to the market as a philanthropist, not coming to the Father Christmas for us.
Yes.
But as an investor, it must include its investment. So the company investment we need to know, okay, this is how much I'm refining the barrel of crude. And if I'm refining at this and I'm getting so volume from the barrel, including my profit margin and possibly other operational expenses, I'm going to pay my price at this, not to leave it to NNPC to determine. So I think this is where the right seems to be coming from.
Okay, Yakubu, thank you so much. I just want to get one point in before you go. I don't know how true this is. There's this speculation. Is it allegation or speculation? I don't know what to call it. That these brickbats about pricing and all that came up because the backlog of PMS imported into the country at a certain price will be offset, will be made redundant, and there will be colossal loss if Dangote's oil came in at, say, 400, 500 and all that. And therefore, they had to jack up the price to some kind of equivalence so that people don't run into massive losses. Is there any truth in that?
Fine. The truth is that you're a communication person. If communication is not well delivered, there's always a problem along the line.
Yeah.
Right? Before Dangote announced that this PMS is coming on board, we are experiencing scarcity.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, across every state in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And experiencing scarcity, that means that shortfall. So where is that backlog, important backlog they're talking about?
Wow.
Where so that's the question. We are already facing hardship in terms of getting fuel at fuel station. In fact, that is kind of respite for us that so this product will be available. Some people are not even talking about the price that time.
Just let be available.
So where is that imported backlog they're talking about? We need to know. We need to know. So some say that because the Dangote imported for the one is dollar dominated, because of that we cannot get it. Fine. Why don't you allow him to dispense to everybody?
Yeah, directly. Yes.
And let us say so that stop. Then we now revert to this. So this is a simple thing that I don't think this kind of decision. But unfortunately, it's not right. You say so as if they forgot that people are reading between the lines. You can't just make this line. I mean, statement that you think everybody will just take it, look and think like that. It's not. It's not.
Wow. Yakubu, thank you so much. Thank you so much for finding time to share your thoughts with us. We appreciate it. Thank you very, very much, and have a good weekend. Thank you. Thank you. Well, Alex, what's your take on Yakubu's statements before we move on to something else?
Well, it gives you a reflection of the kind of system.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Hello, you can't hear me. Hello, can you hear me now?
I can't hear. I don't know what's going on. I can't hear Alex.
Oh dear.
Hello, Alex. One more try and then we move on. Oh, your voice is gone. Your voice is gone.
My voice is gone.
I hope it's not NPC people. Your voice. I believe he can hear me, but I can't hear him. Oh my. Well, we go on to let's rewind. It's been ages we have been able to do that. As if I'm going to ask you questions after you song, the ones you know, the ones you don't know, the ones you know you're going to sing the song for me, and we shall see. Well, let's rewind is our way of honoring the legacies of our great entertainers. Every other month, we devoted the last few minutes of the show to music that virtually became national anthems in the periods they were released. We call it chartbusters of yesteryears. Today we visit the years 1999 and 1998. 1998 and 1999. Let's start with this. Can you speak?
Yeah, I hope you can hear me now.
Now.
I can hear you clearly.
Please check my bag for charger. Listen, that. And the power bank. Yes, the power bank. No, in the other bag. That blue on what blow. Leave it. How do I charge it? Can you make it without it falling? You can have your power bank.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. You've heard this song or you've heard Femi before?
I've heard this song before.
That's nice. That's nice.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you are back.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes, I can hear you. I think it's the speaker or something. I don't know. I'm playing. I'm doing Let's Rewind now. We have left Point Blank, and we're
Yeah,
discussing
I
the
could
first song,
actually
1998 release, Sorry Sorry, from
from
Bang Bang
Femi.
Bang.
Yeah.
I think
Femi
that one
Kuti.
is semi-banned now. So I'm
I
going to
could
read a
hear
list of what I
you.
have here for you. I'm going to use this between this week and next week because we can't finish this thing today.
Yeah, time is gone.
Sorry, you can't hear from where you are. Remember the copyright issues issue with Facebook and all. What did you say? See what is learning. Oh, you can hear a bit. Okay. Oh, over 25 years after, it still rings true. He's sorry for his country. I am sorry also. We are in a sorry state. There are a lot of songs, fantastic songs between 1998 and 1999. You know, we have Dana by Daddy Shoki. You hear that shortly. Moshorire by Paul Play Dairo. And as Jesus Must Be Honored, a classic by Bucci in his debut album, These Days. Then there's You and I by Plantation Boys. There's Love Me, JJ by Sheyi Shodimu, not Thames. You guys know Thames, Abby?
Yes, yes.
In Thames, you know, the original singer is Love Me, Sheyi Shodimu. There's Omode Metan Shere, Tony Tetula featuring Plantation Boys, Rough, Rugged, and Raw. And Nibolawa Gbelo, something like that, by Maintain. So let me try. Let's try another song. Femi, well done. Thank you. Oh, Safaration. You can't miss his Spangolo music, as you call it. And the Sure Dance. This is Diana, 1999. Daddy Shoki. I'm so. I know. Was I saying something?
No, when you said Pangolo, I thought that was Majek Fashek.
Alex, remember the song? Diana.
I do. I remember the Diana song.
After, which is the other one that has a name?
Welcome, Daddy Shoki.
You know, Bangolo, yeah, well, he claims that. But more like the Ajegunle tone.
Okay. Does Sife know the song, Diana?
He's always trying to tell a story. Some sort of story. There's one other lovely one from Diana.
The network.
If I could sing, the world will hear some vocals and some lyrics. But it's not given to everyone. This guy is blessed. Oh, you're back. The network is a mess this morning. Sorry. We're on with Paul Play Dairo now with Moshorire. Lovely, lovely song. This next track I'm going to play, I think I will have time for one or two more before we call it a day this week. We'll continue next week by His grace. This other song I'm going to play won the Amen Award, I think. Was it Amen we are doing? Or FMA? I think it was FMA. Won FMA in 98, 90. I don't remember. It must have come earlier because I think it won in 97 or so. We had to go and buy the CD under the bridge in Ikeja for judges to listen because the lost stuff we got from gospel section, well, they weren't that good. So we brought this and we played it, and almost everyone was wowed. Now you listen, whether you also will feel what we felt that many years ago. Must be Hannah. Is it about this?
I know this song.
You know it, sir. You can sing it.
Read.
Oh, I see.
This must be honor. Must be honor. Must be honor.
A former reggae artist. Oh, playing all over the place. Was almost killed for one crazy moment in his young life. And it turned a new leaf. And this came out. Every day. No man. Yo, I wish I could dance and space on the floor to that. Lovely reggae rhythm. Alex, while we're at it, can I have your buys? We are moving away.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Great. All right. It's been a great time. We apologize for all the hitches, and we look forward to having another time together next week by the grace of God. Whatever you do, be good and stay right. God bless you.
Thank you, Alex. Have a wonderful weekend. Esife, that knows all the songs today. What's your final words today?
As we are closing today, let's spread peace. Let's spread the message of peace, 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 and peace. Peace and more peace. We'll see and hear from you all next week.
That's it from Esife and Alex. Jesus must be honored. Be a man, a woman of honor in your private space, in your personal area. Be honorable. Do things well. As we often say, be genuinely nice to people around you every day. Don't fake it. And do good as best as you can afford. And we say from here to you and everywhere, all over the world, stay blessed. So let me switch off. It's too far from us.